Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. So far, Call of Duty haven't given us any zombies-related snaps in their viral campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, but we did get some hints about Black Ops 3's Zombies mode a couple of months ago on February 4th when Mark Lamia, who is a member of Treyarch, who are obviously making Black Ops 3, gave a talk talking about zombies over the years and showed us some new stuff from the game itself. If you didn't watch it at the time, then that's fine because I'm going to recap the interesting information now, so buckle up, like the video, and let's get ready to rock. First of all, it's important to note that there are screenshots in here that we've seen before. In fact, the majority of them are stuff from the previous games. Obviously, the talk was about the previous games, so you've got things like these screenshots of the Moon Zombies map from Black Ops 1. You've got things like the Call of the Dead cast here. These aren't new to us. However, there are things that have either been modified in some way or are new entirely and definitely related to Black Ops 3. This particular image shows the Origins cast, but as you can see as we list off the 04, you've got Nikolai, who's present, Dempsey, who's present, Takio, who's present, but then Richtofon's been crossed out. There has been quite a bit of discussion about this, because the fact that Richtofon is gone, but the other characters are left intact, is strangely specific, and it's just peculiar overall, really. What is wrong with Richtofon? Is he dead? Is he just... I don't know. I don't know what the exact answer is to it. Nobody does right now, but there's clearly something wrong or something amiss with Richtofon as a character that we're probably going to find out more about in the teasers leading up to the game, but much more so in the game itself. Now, before a load of you jump in the comments section, unless you already have, of course, and start telling me that it doesn't matter anyway because the story is over thanks to Origins, that's not the case, and I'll be making a video very soon explicitly explaining why, but for now, just trust me, there's definitely more coming with R04. I know you guys are always hungry for Zombies storyline information, and I'll be bringing you it over the next few weeks, so don't you worry about that. And I think I'll probably be making a video very soon specifically talking about Richtofon and his place in the story currently, so if you're looking forward to those videos, then make sure you're subscribed. Moving on, you probably by now have noticed the assorted backgrounds of these slides, and if we put these into Photoshop, we can actually line them up. They don't go right next to each other, there's a little bit of a gap, but they do fit in the same picture, so these are all slides taken from a bigger image. It would be awesome if we had that image, but sadly this is all we have. There are also some little snippets of information that we can get out of this slide backgrounds. For example, at the bottom of this one, it says Nguy Hiểm. It translates from Vietnamese to mean dangerous or perilous, and alongside it you can see the text danger/death. It also looks like there's a skull on the left of it, but it's obscured by the book on top. You might also notice the Moon mail order page of the Zombies comic book of Zombies loading screens in the top there, and on the left side you can also see the afterlife symbol. There's also what looks like a sketch of the moon, or potentially just an asteroid or something like that in the bottom left there, and a picture of a human skull and spine. But let's face it, you guys are interested in seeing Black Ops 3, and so on your screen now is Black Ops 3. That's all we have. This screenshot of a wall gun is quite likely the first screenshot that anyone has seen of Black Ops 3. Obviously, at the time of the talk, people were going nuts because this is the first time we've ever seen this particular wall gun on this particular wall ever. By all means, feel free to try going around all of the maps from the previous games, but this is a Black Ops 2 chalk. Try going around all the Black Ops 2 maps and looking for this, what looks to me at least like an SMR. I don't think you'll find it. It's not there. It's a completely new chalk, and so the only real logical assumption from that point is that it's either from a scrapped map or something, which would make no sense in the context of the talk, or it is indeed a Black Ops 3 screenshot, which is pretty crazy stuff. Unfortunately, if we try and analyze the shot, if we look at all the potential pieces of information we can get out of it, such as the slight rubble on the floor, the fact that there is a wall gun there, the really short wooden planks that are leaning on the wall, it still doesn't really tell us very much about where this could potentially be, or what exactly it's being shown for. I mean, in the context of the slide itself, you can see it's actually layered on top of the Call of the Dead loading screen from Black Ops 1. That was a map that personally I don't actually like very much, but a lot of people really liked it. It featured a celebrity cast of 4 characters that were not the 04 or the Black Ops 2 new 4, and you also had George walking around the map as well. The Easter egg featured the sort of assistance/rescue of the 04, rigged for Nikolai, Takeo, and Dempsey. And so potentially, Treyarch is saying that the map that is going to be on disc for Black Ops 3 will be similar in some way to Call of the Dead. That is certainly a possibility. After all, this is Treyarch we're talking about. These guys put so much effort into interlinking things and teasing their fans, and so I think that is a plausible idea, but it's just as likely that it's absolutely nothing and we're just looking too far into it. That is the wondrous thing about Call of Duty Zombies, is that you can take something that Treyarch has done and you can say, wow, they thought about this so much and the story that they've created is so deep, when in actual fact, that isn't the way it works. The fans are the ones that craft the story. The fans are the ones that make the choices in some ways, because we're so crazily dedicated to it that we spend so much time making these stories up out of completely abstract clues, and it eventually all clicks together and becomes canon, essentially. So ultimately, what I'm saying is the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies map that is on disc could pay homage or be a direct reference to or share features with Call of the Dead in some way, or not. At this point, it's too early to say, but obviously I'm going to be bringing you guys all the Zombies news as it happens on my channel as soon as I can, with as much depth as possible. And while we're on the topic, speaking of Black Ops 3 Zombies maps that are influenced by previous maps in some way, shape, or form, I actually have an entire video dedicated to the idea that RIESE could be returning in the next game, and it's all based on information found within this DICE talk that I've been talking about today. So if you want to watch that, there'll be a card on the screen now that you can click and it will link you to it. Other than that, though, I've been MrRoflWaffles. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this. I'll be covering plenty more Zombies stuff in the next couple of days. I wanted to make this video as a sort of base so that I could launch off and talk about some finer details, so you will see me go into more depth on certain points very, very soon. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Obviously smash the like button as per usual, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.